Hi, thank you for interviewing with us. Can you please share your name, city, and occupation, please?
Hi everyone, my name is Sinan Kolat. I'm 29, reporting from Istanbul, Taksim city center, and I'm working with my family.
Okay, good. So we're aware of a little bit what's going on in Taksim, Istanbul, but I would like to hear your experience. Can you just briefly tell us what's going on there today?
Yeah, sure. It's right now 1:30 a.m. And the right now in Taksim Square. When we left it about an hour ago, it was quite okay. There was nothing wrong. There was no police, music, and some people dancing. It wasn't that crowded like what it was today or yesterday. But the Beşiktaş area, which is pretty close, not a mile away, uh, is a war zone right now. What you would call war crime is going on constantly
Hmm.
in Beşiktaş,
Yes.
and the problem is police is using tear gas and excessive tear gas, pointing, shooting to the people in their heads, and not letting ambulances through to help the injured, which is a crime during even war times.
Yes.
And what we're watching live right now, there's only one TV channel showing anything. The others are just showing like beauty contests and documentaries about penguins and stuff. Unfortunately, there's only one TV show that was showing everything that's happening, and they were broadcasting the resistance, so to speak, around Beşiktaş. But
Yes.
then the police tanks have blazed through the resistance points, and now even those cameras can show it. They just went up the hill, and people are just escaping. I don't know what's happening right now in Taksim Square, but it was quite okay. We're very close to Taksim Square. If there was something happening, we would know. And but what's happening in Beşiktaş is unbelievable. The reports that are coming through, the people, um, well, they're raiding the streets, even the smallest streets, with tear gas. They are pumping. They are shooting tear gas canisters inside the windows of the buildings to residence homes.
Why?
And
Excuse me. Let me ask you something. Why these police enforcements are angry to these innocent people? Is there any reason to do that? I mean, what's
Well,
the people do?
it all started. It all started on Tuesday, while the some those bulldozers tried to take down some trees in the city center park. That was the only green place left inside the city center. It was they tried to demolish the park to put a shopping mall inside. That was the start of the construction, but then people resisted it. At first, it was not more than 25, 30 people. But then, as people raided, as police raided the place more and more, next day it was 300, 400. The following day it was a few thousand. And then on Friday, the big riots broke. There were like, I believe there is around a couple of 100,000 people around the streets, around the Taksim City Square. And what started as a stopping of the construction of a shopping mall quickly escalated into what we can call a general outcry, because the AKP, the ruling party, and the Prime Minister Erdogan has been. I mean, he was totalitarian for a few years now, at least. But then in the coming week, in the previous weeks, he just shifted up a gear,
Yeah.
unbelievably. It was he banned alcohol in uh, he banned alcohol from like almost everywhere,
Yeah.
100 meters around schools and mosques and whatever. And there were what else?
Okay.
Um,
So I have another question. What was? I mean, you were one of the activists. You were outside, and can you
we
explain?
were
Yeah.
I was one of the people who were there during the Taksim during the Gezi Park protests, which was then only about trees, but then with so much oppression. I mean, we weren't really activists. This was my first time, and I can tell you, 90% of the people who are out on the streets right now, it's their first time protests. Where the people in the crowd are mostly highly educated, earning their own money and earning well, and know what's happening around the world. Are very conscious, and I
Okay.
can tell you right now, the people there are the gay and lesbian societies are now uniting with the anti-capitalist Islamists right now and fighting the police together. These
I
are like
see.
the most um, the people, the groups that are most opposite to each other. In Istanbul, there are three big soccer teams, and their fans absolutely hate each other in daily life. But now they're all united, uh, fighting for each other.
It's
And
perfect.
I
Yeah.
mean, the scenes that we are seeing right now was, I mean, unimaginable a week ago.
That's yeah, incredible. So, can you tell us what was the worst scene you saw in Taksim? I mean, can you describe us what
Uh,
was
yeah, sure.
happening there?
What happened was we are living on a steep road going up to the Taksim Hill and the Taksim Square. And on my street, on my windows, the police tanks came through. Um, the police. What happened was police fired a tear gas right in front of us. And as I just as I just turned away to run, there was another one on the blocking the way, and then the police tanks come through. They shoot water. They shoot water among us, and then they turn to the windows and shoot water to the windows and all that. I
Yeah.
mean, that was my biggest thing. But now, I mean, the reports that are coming through, which happen to people very close to me. So, I mean, I'm not talking about a friend of a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Just my friends and what they lived was unbelievable. They were in the Beşiktaş yesterday and today,
Yes.
and just unbelievable scenes. Police shooting people in the head with plastic bullets,
Wow.
rubber bullets,
That's
and
insane.
yeah, and some two people have lost their lives. One in Istanbul, one in Ankara, by being run over police tanks.
Wow.
I mean,
So actually, it was a basic. Excuse me. It was a very simple stuff. People were just trying to keep trees and green areas. Their central part. It's like
exactly. This afternoon there was
yeah.
nothing
Let
going on. It
yeah.
was finished, but then they started again.
And it turned to a democracy issue, right? People are trying to
Exactly.
keep their rights. So
Exactly.
okay.
I mean,
So what about
what?
Turkish press media? We heard like a place the south of Turkey, Reyhanlı. There was a bomb explosion.
Yes.
Hundreds of people died there, and we didn't hear or see anything from Turkish press or media. So what are you gonna say about Turkish media? Are you guys able to see the news or what's going on in Turkey, Istanbul, Ankara?
I mean, what I can tell you is I had no political connection with anything in my life up till now, and I wasn't really. I mean, I could hear the news, but I have stopped reading or watching Turkish TV or Turkish newspapers or news channels for a few years right now, and I mean, I could barely see what's going on Twitter, and that was the only true news feed it was and still is in Turkey right now. And people have organized through Twitter, and there is absolutely no media coverage in Turkey. I mean, this is happening at the heart of the biggest city in Istanbul. And I mean, even now, there's a TV in front of me showing documentaries and talking about food. They have been, I mean, one of the biggest media channels in Turkey have been talking about food for 3 days constant.
Okay.
And I mean, Reyhanlı was a huge thing, and it was in the south of Turkey. A lot of people died, and right now I'm thinking if we can't, I mean, if what's happening in the heart of Turkey, the civil war going on for 3 days, is not broadcasted at all during in the Turkish media. I don't know what's happening around Turkey anymore. I just don't know how to get any
Yeah,
news.
it does perfectly sense. I mean, it makes sense. So that's why we're trying to capture these videos and interviews. So, okay, this is my last question. So we're gonna share this video to people all around the world. What's your message to the world? What would you like to say them?
Well, I mean, I think spreading the word and helping your governments or organizations or even companies and making them take action is the biggest thing that you can do because um, right now the government is pushing their police to innocent people with absolutely no ammo. This is a passive. This is a passive movement by all the people in the Turkish society. And the thing is, if they don't help us, there is not much we can do. I mean, we're not really stopping them. We can't really stop the police with their tear guns and stuff. There should be maybe a stop of trade. Maybe the U.S. or Europe should give serious notations to Turkey about police brutality. And please don't stop your support coming to us. We really need everything here. It's a really war zone in the heart of Istanbul.
Okay, Sinan, thank you very much. I mean, I would like to say Turkey is not alone. We talk amount of Turks, Americans, and other people from Europe. Everybody is watching what's going on there, so don't lose your faith. Everything will be good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye.